Good afternoon. How's everybody? It's with a certain amount of dismay that I come to you today. I'm just haven't been made aware once again of the vendetta by a public figure, a self-styled nationalist who seems to spend her time or want to waste time on other people's time launching vendettas against other nationalists who are actually out there doing work, doing good stuff. Okay, the latest thing that's come to my attention, the latest nonsense, is she's published some photographs from my Facebook profile, which are publicly available photographs, and she's using these as evidence to substantiate mistruths or lies, basically. Now, it's obvious when you look at the photographs. I'm going to show you these photographs. They're publicly available. No issue with them at all. When you see them in context, you'll see that her framing them as evidence for her lies it doesn't stand up, doesn't hold any water. So let's have a look. Let me just share the screen. The whole screen. Let's do that. Oh, who? I'm not going to say. But if she continues, I'm going to name her. If she continues with this vendetta, she's going to get named. So this is just a shot across her bows and to show anybody who's gullible enough to fall for her nonsense, you know, just the sort of dirty tricks that she is up to. So hopefully you can see the screen. Yeah. Okay. So this is one of the pictures. Can you see that, guys? I'm going to presume you can see that. I'm going to wait for somebody in chat to say yes. Here, actually, I'm going to share the screen in a different way so we can jump backwards and forwards. Share the screen. Oh, did it actually share? I think it's shared. Yes. Who's that last one? Okay, it's taking a wee bit of time to come up. Okay, so in a minute I'm going to share you a picture of me at a salsa event in 2013 that is being used to substantiate the claim that I am no, it's not that one, but an open borders activist. Right, it's not that one. It's not. So if you've seen the picture, let me know in the chat. If somebody's tried to share this picture, it's either her or one of her minions may have shared this picture with you. It's totally ridiculous. You laugh when you see this. That's that one I link in. Okay, how do we get that shared? Share screen. Chrome tab. This is a public figure who has stood for office. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. The gremlins got me. Yeah, so I was about to show this picture that's going the rounds at the moment that shows me as a open borders fanatic. Right. That's not that one. It's that one. Yeah, the Lincoln one. Okay. So you have to go into the screens one by one if I want to be able to flick backwards and forwards and discuss them, unfortunately. And I want to check that you guys can see it. So I'm going to share the screen, Chrome tab. I think it's one beside Telegram Web. Oh, jeez. Why is this not giving me the order unless they came up? Yeah, let's try that one. Okay, great. This is it. This is it. Right. Now, about 2011, I've always been into music and stuff like that. About 2011, I got into salsa. It will be 2011. I'd done a few classes way back, maybe 10 years previously. But about 2011, I started getting into salsa. I attended salsa events. I put on salsa events as well. As part of all that, I got invited to a salsa open air flash mob, for charity. I was told it was charity, so I turned up. This picture was the 8th of October 2013. I'm just going to go back into the live stream and see if can somebody let me know if you can see that, please. It looks like you can see it. Okay, as you can see, the date there is the 8th of October 2013. Now, this has been held up as evidence that I am an open borders activist and therefore I am an infiltrator in the nationalist movement. Now, she didn't, the person on her minions putting this photograph around didn't make clear that it was taken on October 2013. So that's an interesting oversight. I turned up for the salsa. I mean, this is like freely available. It might even be publicly available on my Facebook profile. We were handed these British Red Cross T-shirts. I stuck it on. At that stage, I wasn't aware of the role of NGOs. You know, in the let's say the anti-white, anti-Irish narrative, possibly the British Red Cross are one of those these days involved, but possibly, probably they weren't. It wasn't so blatant back then. So yeah, I mean, like most of us, I'm coming. You know, I've been on a journey of discovery over this past while. So this has been fraudulently, and I mean, look at this. The fact that the date wasn't. This has been put out that I am currently an open borders fanatic. When again on my Facebook there is over this past, let's say, year and a half, 2 years, is a wealth of information to the contrary. So this person is twisting the narrative. Is cherry picking photographs to twist her lies, basically. You have to ask yourself, why would somebody do that? Why would somebody do that? Why is it so important to her? Is there some emotional reason for this? Okay. Let's go and look at another one. Right, so everybody's got to fill up that, I'm sure. I know that fella's from Sri Lanka. He was a refugee. I don't know if he's currently still in Belfast. He's a friend of mine. Yeah. There is more of the same. You can see the date, all from the same event. Polish girl from Georgia. I had a very international bunch of friends. If I'm going to be called out for having internet, this is my a Mexican friend. Oh, she's taken some of these pictures of me with my arms around my friends and said that I'm sleeping. That is there for evidence that these are my boyfriends or my gay lovers and that I'm sleeping with them. You know, that's evidence. I'm not gay. and I haven't slept with these people just because I put my arm around doesn't mean I'm sleeping with them. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's scraping the barrel, really. I'm going to show you. There's one. Actually, I need to get the other window up. There's one that's actually going the rounds. I haven't done the line dancing yet. I might get into the line dancing. Okay, let me. Do you know what it is? I haven't plugged in this. Somebody there said sound could be better. Right, did we stop sharing that screen yet? No, not yet. So, issue with me having international friends, and apparently, she's an issue with people who have gay sex or are gay, and if you're offended by those things, just do me a favor and just unfriend me. So unsubscribe from this channel, because I do not want to be associated with that level of intolerance. That's not the sort of person I want to be associated with. And ask yourself: are you the sort of do you want to be associated with a person that's promoting that somebody should be attacked for having black friends and for having had gay sex or being gay? No, as a matter of fact, I'm not gay. It doesn't matter to me. If you want to call me gay, go ahead. I mean, I know what I am. I know what I am. I know what I'm not. I did have a experiment with gay sex in 1993 or 1994. Very, very short period of time. Decided it wasn't for me. It gives me an insight into the sort of pressures somebody can be under to feel that they should try this thing out. Because the other thing is, I'm a very open sort of a person. So between that and living I was in a student environment, or just after student environment, where lots of my friends, my ex-girlfriend at the time was promoting it. Gay lifestyle. She had taken a lesbian lover, and I, being very young and naive, I thought, well, I'll get in the act as well. Try this. Everybody's at this. It was very much the message that was being purveyed in our circles, and I did it. Now, I'm not going to regret it. I tried it out. Possibly, I mean, if you'd asked me now and I hadn't had that experience back then to get it out of the way, I wouldn't do it now. So that's that dealt with, and it's ridiculous that I have to deal with this because of these attacks, these attempts to discredit me. So what's more interesting is the way she's framed these things, framed these pictures. Now, I was going to bring up the other picture. And should you trust, should you take seriously somebody? Now, if this was just some, Mary Jones, wouldn't matter. But this is a public figure who has a public standing and has stood for election and actually held public office. So I think we should expect a little bit better behaviour from somebody like that. And launching a vendetta is one thing, but launching a vendetta based on fake information without telling the whole story and cherry picking photographs and not being honest about when these photographs were taken or which phase of life they come from, just to suit a narrative, that's something else. Okay, the other one then. Me and my black business partner. That was from 2014, actually. It's a picture of us stood side by side. I'm wearing a multicolored top. He's wearing a red top. As you can see, I'm livid. I'm trying to control it. This is just. Let's hope we can find this one. I'm still all those things are open up. Let's see if there's any comments. Yeah, thanks, Steve Aaron, Mike and Sierra. Thanks. So I'm doing this to try and nip this in the bud, because this person is actually, because of her personal vendetta, it's actually operationally affecting my attempts to bring patriots together to launch the Irish Goipers page. She actually came onto that for a while, started slandering me. I kicked her off, so she set up a copycat page called Continuity Goipers, like a really unfortunate choice of name. Yeah, these are pictures of. Yeah, this is how I quickly find. I mean, you have to imagine this person went through all my pictures and would have seen when they were, you know, the and would have seen my posts, my political posts recently, and would know rightly my stance, my true stance on open borders. And she's also saying that I'm some sort of communist infiltrator. Why would a communist infiltrator? It's ridiculous. It's just like these spell words, communist, like, you know, it's like Antifa using fascist. She's just using this spell word. And if you're foolish enough to be taken in by these things, I mean, there's pictures of me and friends. I have friends in Colombia. Colombia is a very you know, it's not exactly multicultural, but it's mixed race. So she's saying that I should, you know, questioning my position. And if you are somebody who questions my position because I've had friends of different colors, you know, you can just f off out of my life. And there's no place for you in the nationalist movement. There's no place for you. It's one thing to believe in ethno-nationalism. It's another thing to be intolerant and actually hate the races. I love all. A true ethno-nationalist loves all peoples and wants the best for all peoples. And I've seen through experience that multiculturalism on a grand scale does not work. It's fine on a small scale if there's a majority. Anyway, so I'm not going to rehearse all the arguments for and against. I'm looking for the other picture that she's put up, because it's important. It's important that people see how this fake narrative, there it is, has been constructed. This is me and my business partner. We put on a couple of nights together. He was a DJ. We ended up actually falling out. Or we parted company. We parted company for business issues a couple of months after that. This is on the 14th of March 2014. So she's putting up old pictures and falsely claiming that this guy is my boyfriend or I had some sort of sexual relationship with him. And the only evidence proffered is that I've got my arm. I guess that this picture exists and I've got my arm around him. So I categorically deny, and you can go and ask him as well, if we had some sort of like a sexual relationship. No, lies, pure lies. And I'm going to name you if you don't stop this nonsense. I'm going to name you. Right, so that was March 14th, 4th of March 2014. Right, okay. Did that share okay? I don't know if that one's actually... Not sure if that's shared. It didn't share. Why didn't somebody say? Right, share screen. Okay, let me get rid of these alts. Right, okay, that's the only Facebook one I've got open, so I'm doing this at great personal cost. I've lost my girlfriend. I've been doxxed I've been named by the Sunday Irish Times as being associated with far right, which is going to that's going to affect my future career prospects. And then to have the indignity of being hit by somebody who purports to be a nationalist, attacked. It's ridiculous. You got to look at these people's their emotional stability, their level of emotional stability, their suitability to be running for office, to be representing people. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen, and then you'll see the picture. Some of you may recognize it because it may have been passed around to you. So, I mean, yeah, it's that one there. Yeah. This is Thomas Tufa. He's never been my boyfriend. I've never had a sexual relationship with him. We were business partners back in 2014. There you can see the date. I categorically deny those allegations. Those rumors, they're not allegations, because it wouldn't be a crime. It's just not true. It's just untrue. And she's using that to create a narrative that I'm therefore unsuitable because I've had sex with a black man, which is a ridiculous narrative to be promoting. And if you agree with that narrative, then, as I say, get off my page. Unfriendly. I don't want to be associated with somebody like yourself. Okay. Let's have a look at the. Translation anyone will do the 90s of a lot to answer for what goes on between is thank you. Exactly. Well, thanks. The problem is that this person is a person who is on the so-called nationalist side, who has actually been in office and stood for office in one of the new nationalist parties. Well, yeah, I'm easy, mate, because I'm not like that, right, Paul? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a concerned citizen standing up because I see what's going on, and somebody has to do it. There's not enough people doing it, so I'm putting myself out there, and I think there are others who are getting sideswiped like this. Ridiculous. This person used to call me up and keep me on the phone for an hour, and because they were a colleague in an organization that I was part of as well, I felt obliged to keep them, but I couldn't get them off the phone. I think they've been saying that I've been calling women at strange hours, or sending messages. Now, I have sent messages to women and women at messages about politics, nothing else. Messages about politics. Some of the chat groups that I was in had people from the United States and other time zones, so it's only natural that there would be conversations going on outside of normal hours. So, this is another for ridiculous attempted smears. Not presenting any pictorial evidence. I've said, where's the pictorial evidence? So she doesn't produce any pictorial evidence of that, because then people would see that there's not. She's implying that there's something sexual going on. People would see there's nothing sexual going on. So she goes off and reads my Facebook and finds these photographs, which are freely available on Facebook, but she uses them to construct a different nonsense narrative. I think it's all about. I don't want to get into why or what it might be, but okay. But this brings up a larger, more general point. Please, people, ask for evidence. If people make allegations, the two things to bring up. Okay, just more critical thinking needed, because I'm seeing that some people have been swayed by these arguments that's just been making, and more fool you if you have. More fool you for not questioning, not being more questioning, not thinking about, not assuming just because somebody's got a position of power that they're right about everything, and that their motives can't be questioned. The other thing is there's too much of this who nonsense about infiltrators. Who's an infiltrator? He's an infiltrator. She's an infiltrator. So what if there's of course there's infiltrators there, but there's a lot less than you let on. But so fucking what? The infiltrators are trying to take down the heads. They're not trying to take down Joe Public. Doxing, putting your name up on their own internal website is the worst thing that's going to happen to you. That nobody looks at. So we got to get beyond that. And if it really is important to you, then change your name. Use an anonymous name. Don't use your real name if it's such an issue to you. Everything we're doing is legal. There's nothing we're doing that's illegal. Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I will leave it at that. Is there anything else I wanted to say? There was other things I wanted to say, but look, showing those pictures and the genesis of them, and you'll see if you go onto my Facebook profile, you'll see my journey. It's I'm an open book. What I've been up to, and then around about 2018. You'll start to see 2017, 2018. You start to see Jordan Peterson. I'm starting to question the narrative. I would have been a default lefty, going up in a lefty sort of a household. Jordan Peterson led me to start questioning the whole, well, the communists were much nicer than the Nazis sort of thing. So I got to see, got to start seeing that, and then the whole anti-woke stuff going on. You see the videos that I was sharing in 17, 18, and then leading into nationalism in 2019 when I moved back to Europe from South America. It's all there. It's an open book. So use your judgment. Go and look up the evidence. Don't take somebody's word for it just because they've had a position of importance in a particular party, which they no longer have, by the way. Okay, leaving it at that for now. Warning to that person: stop with this, or I'm going to name you. Thanks everybody for watching. Please make sure everybody sees this and everybody knows about this.